Alright, YouTube, you win this time. What's good, Fat Girl Squad? So I have this video that I actually did last week, and I uploaded it twice, and twice YouTube told me it was copyright infringement and they blocked it so nobody could see it. And fortunately I didn't get a strike, but I decided in order not to get a strike, I am going to take out the clips that I had in the video, and I'll just kind of use talking points in order to convey the clips that are going to be missing. I could have easily scrapped this video, but I watched it back again today and I was like, I made so many valid points that really need to be talked about by someone who looks like me, because I watch YouTube like Everyday Damn Fitness and Papa Swobolio and My Opinions May Offend You. I watch people like those, and they commonly talk about obese girls, the body positive and fat acceptance movement. And I understand, like, when you are easily offended because you're in the situation, it's hard to look at someone that looks like they look and receive the message. So this message that I'm giving is something that I definitely want to talk about more frequently on this channel, because I feel like I embody the girl that can convey the message for you to understand. I'm relatable because I've been in this situation, and I'm real. Honestly, I am so tired of the fat acceptance movement taking over the body positive movement, because I personally have my own body positive movement and it has nothing to do with fat acceptance at all. So just so you know up front, this video is gonna be what I look like now and what I looked like last week when I recorded the video. No further ado, let's get to it. What's good, Fat Girl Squad? It's your girl Ty McQueen, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming to you with a different kind of topic. It's based upon someone who is very active in social media and on TV, and her name is Tokyo Vanity. So this morning I log into Instagram and I'm on the Shade Room and I see this post right here. So basically this commenter is calling out Tokyo, saying she needs to lose weight and that it's not too late for her, and she's basically trying to just say, lose some weight and I'm rooting for you. But as you can see, she got a little defensive. So I kind of wanted to get into that today because something else was brought to my attention which prompted me to really make this video. But before I get into all of that, if you are not a part of the Fat Girl Squad and you want to join, all you have to do is click the button down below and subscribe. Yes! And do me one more favor, if you can just like this video and help out the algorithm in order to grow our channel here in the Fat Girl Squad. So this is what really got my attention and the reason why I'm making this video, because first I see this post on the Shade Room, and then a friend of mine, she and I frequently talk about the topic of fat acceptance, and we send each other different examples of people who are kind of being a little bit ignorant to the obesity epidemic that's going on and the issues that it can cause. And she sent me this video which I'm going to kind of react to, and I'll put some clips in to show you what's going on. I actually cannot show you the clip, but I will link it down below in the description, and I will link also the timestamps of where I want you to go in order to know what it is that I'm talking about in this video. So back to it. Now, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. This is, I think, Atlanta. I've only ever watched Love and Hip Hop for Cardi B. That was it. Otherwise, I don't know anything about the storylines, the characters, anything like that. But when it comes to Tokyo, I do not know Tokyo personally. So let me make that very clear. But years ago, she and I were in a group chat together. Like, I was in it, she was in it, Super Scent, BB Judy, Ice Mike Loves Asia, Tyree that does the funny skits. There was a bunch of big people like Shad Santiago. We were all in this group chat together, and the reason for the chat was we would post each other and help grow our audiences. So their audience, their brand, their image, you know, it was kind of big online, but it wasn't as big as it is right now, because this was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I would post my transformation picture in there, and Tokyo would ask me, you know, just tips and stuff on how to lose weight, and we would joke about how it's hard and things like that. So I do know that she cares about her health, she cares about her weight. And I want to say this as well. I think Tokyo is a gorgeous girl. Like, her makeup always on point, her hair always on point. She has a unique style, which I think fits her very nicely. When it comes to how she looks, like, I think she's fly. I think she's a bomb female. But in this society, we have been doing something that is very detrimental. We have been using the cover-up to help shield people's feelings when it comes to health and beauty. Let's be clear. Health is here, beauty is here. They are not one and the same. And you would get people that would say, and a prime example of that, reading the comments from the post of her on Shade Room, a lot of people are siding with the commenter saying like, yeah, she needs to take that advice, she needs to listen. And a lot of other people are like, well, she's cute, she's pretty, she's booked and busy. Yeah, like, her being pretty, her being fly, her being stylish, her being booked and busy, none of that has anything to do with the fact that there are health-related issues in correlation with being obese. And I'm not being rude, I'm not here to judge her, because she said something very specific that I related to so much. Okay, so this is obviously another copyrighted clip that I cannot show. But basically what Tokyo said is that she spent 24 years of her life loving who she is and accepting herself, and now people are trying to change her. I get that 100%. But let me give a shout out to Sierra. Sierra, you are a real true friend. And again, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't know the backline of the story or anything like that. But apparently Sierra lost 60 pounds because she had her own health scare that she was going to be taking insulin at the age of 25. And I can relate to Sierra as well, because I know at the age of 26, the doctor told me he didn't think I would live past 10 years. He told me that I would be more susceptible to die of heart disease in 10 years. Not only that, I was pre-diabetic, I had high cholesterol and high blood pressure, and I was taking medications for the latter. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be almost 300 pounds, to feel helpless, to feel stuck in your situation and not really wanting to change because you don't want to get uncomfortable or you feel that you're going to fail. I had more than one attempt at losing weight and gaining the weight I lost back, plus more, on more than one occasion before I was more successful with now keeping off 100+ pounds. And it's still a battle for me. Even though I've lost that weight, I still struggle. My weight still goes up and down. I have a metabolic condition that affects my hormones, and at times I can't always keep control of my weight the way that I want to. But Sierra said something so important, which was here. So in this clip, Sierra basically tells Tokyo that it doesn't matter if she wants to be plus size or thick, but she wants her to be more concerned about her health. And that is what this is about. If you are a part of the Fat Girl Squad, that's what this is about. Pretty, healthy, and thick. Now listen to that. Thick. That's in there. We're not saying you need to be skinny. We're not saying you need to be a size 2. You want to keep it thick? Be thick. But also the operative word in there is healthy. And we can't ignore the fact that obesity causes all kinds of ailments that people are acting like don't exist. Now, I've linked some sites down below for stats that you guys can check out, but I just wanted to run this past you and let you know some things that you may not have known when it comes to the obesity epidemic here in just America alone. So just to name a few things, obesity-related health conditions are linked directly to heart disease and stroke, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, and some cancers. Also, studies show that 35% of women and 31% of men in the United States are severely overweight. On top of that, 15% of children between the ages of 6 and 9 are severely overweight. And physical inactivity along with a poor diet is becoming just as big of a health threat as tobacco. Now, Think about how we have all these ads and all these programs that target people to quit smoking and notifying people of the dangers of tobacco. It's the same with obesity. They're neck and neck for taking people out of here. Now listen to this. Heart disease is 10 times more present in an obese person than a non-obese person. And that includes coronary artery disease, which is the hardening of the arteries, which can restrict flow of blood to the heart. And what happens when you don't have proper flow to the heart? Heart attack, stroke, death. It's more prevalent in the obese person than it is in a normal or just even an overweight person. And as far as cancer is concerned, women who are obese have a higher chance of getting breast, colon, gallbladder, or uterus cancer, and men who are obese have a higher chance of being prone to prostate or colon cancer. So the evidence is there and it does not lie. These are statistics taken from people who are going to see a doctor who are obese and being compared to people who are not. Now there's this argument that you can't look at an overweight person and tell that they're healthy or not. And yeah, I agree somewhat. You can't tell exactly what health ailment they may or may not have, but there's no denying that being obese is directly related to chronic disease and it can kill you. So at the end of the day, we have got to stop being so light about issues when it comes to obesity. Again, you don't have to be skinny. Even just losing 50 pounds can alleviate so much pressure from your joints and put you in a better position health-wise. And you got to realize that it's more of a preventative thing. You know, there are things that may not show up right away, but the longer you stay obese, the more you're inactive, the unhealthy lifestyle that you're living is compounding. So it can eventually, over time, lead to those health issues that could cause death. My grandmother, we just had her 2-year passing anniversary. She died of complications from diabetes. My brother's father, before he died, he had complications of diabetes and had to have a foot amputation. He still died because he refused to get healthy and take care of himself, even with diabetes. So be mindful of that. Be a true friend and have a real conversation. I mean, I know that this was for TVs, for ratings, for views, so it might have been a little bit like, I don't know, escalated. But as a real friend, I wish I had people in my life that told me, Ty, you need to really think about your health. You need to lose weight. People sat and watched me be unhealthy, eat whatever, not really move, and hit almost 300 pounds. And nobody said a word. And I asked people in my fat, they're like, oh, nah, girl, you thick, you curvy. I was everything but thick and curvy. I was thick in the neck, thick in the ankles, thick in the stomach. If you love someone, you want them to be around. You want to spend time with them, and you can't spend time with them when they're in the grave. So I commend Sierra. I think you're a real friend. I understand where you're coming from. It's not from a place of being malicious. It's not from a place of you think you're better than Tokyo. It's really from a place that I've been there. I know what it can do, and I don't want to see any of that happen to you. I want you to be able to prevent these things from happening before you are in an early grave, or before you're shooting insulin, or before you have some kind of major health scare yourself. That's a real friend. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below and give your opinion. Do you agree that Sierra was in the right in telling Tokyo that she needed to think about her health and what she's eating? Or should Tokyo just do what the hell she wants? Other than that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I will see you guys here later. Bye.